Head housemaiden? Okay, Mirabelle, can you stop saying what I'm about to say? Well... Thanks, Bonnie? Mirabelle! I can't believe you can't recognize me. They changed shape? Yeah, I did. Don't you know who I am? Someone who changes... I love that the Change God is using emoticons. This rules. No, this can't be. Here. And she got it. It's me. The Change God. Aw. Cute. Hey, gamers. Welcome back to more In Stars and Time, the wonderful game where all of our choices matter, and clearly we can escape from a time loop. So we did... Last time, we unlocked the power of friendship, and, well, it didn't work. Time's still fucked. So, I'm sure Sif will be normal about that. Let's find out how normal. There's also some more side quest stuff we need to do. We found out about. I should fish more. Siffrin, you're up. Here again. Dialogue, skip. You tell Mirabelle about the carrot method. And wink. Something's weird about her. Some loops she mentions her sister, and others she says she's an only child. You should ask her about Isabeau or Odile. Oh, hi. You're one of the saviors, aren't you? I recognize you. And you traveled with a few people, right? You traveled with, Odile? Yes, Odile. She's from Cobway, yes? My sister visited Cobway, right, once. Do you know they call most people by their last names? Such a different culture. I miss Odile. I can tell. She's like the mom of the group, isn't she? Huh? Something feels weird. When you asked her about Isabeau, didn't she tell you she was an only child? But this loop she says she has a sister? Which country did your sister move to? Ah, my sister? She's a few years younger than me. A few years ago she decided to travel the world all on her own. She lives in another country now. Isn't that so brave? Living in a foreign country just like that? But... which country? Oh, sorry. My sister now lives in... She lives... in... Oh no. We've fucked it already, everyone. My sister... My sister... She's my younger sister. She's weird. She's brave. She likes to sing, and I can't... It's okay. Instead of Sif being broken, we're breaking every other NPC in the game. Apparently. Hi, Joan. I can't remember her name. My sister? What sister? I'm an only child, you know. What? What? So, something is going on. Here's what we know about the amnesia. There's an island that no one can remember the name of, and if someone tries to say or remember the name of it, they get nauseous. Siffrin keeps forgetting normal names for normal things. Everyone has forgotten what a color is. if colors even existed, which apparently they did. So we've got another whole layer on top of the time shit. Let's fish. Fishing time. Fuck. That's good. Okay. Fishing did not kill us. Permanently, at least. What's wrong? You look really pale. Yeah, the king's not. I'm still... Hey, look, someone else who's running in a loop. Hey, wait. I knew about this, yes. Good, good. Yes, now that I'm looking closer at you, you seem like someone who likes to run. But you should do more figurative learning, and less metaphorical running. What I mean is, you like to run from your problems. I can see it in your face. But you need to learn to face your problems head-on, Scrawny One. I will now figuratively and metaphorically run from the situation. Maybe you should shut up. What? Sorry, the sound of my feet hitting the ground made it impossible for me to hear you just now. Oh, I see you walk away. Going to run a bit, huh? I understand. I will also run around. Goodbye! I can't talk to them again. That's so funny. Isabeau isn't here yet, right? You know, I have a thought. A lot of people, including Sif, have been talking about things like... have been talking about plays. And, like, Siffrin has this whole complex about stuff being... We still don't know how to get in here. That's interesting. Siffrin has the whole thing about everything is, you know, they have to, do their lines. They have to do everything right, or everything falls apart. Oh, they still called them their family. That's what you want. Oh. So... let's see if talking to anything, or talking to anyone changes anything. We've got all their quests. Let's go talk to Loop. I think that might be useful. there's some stuff I want to look for. Hi, Isabel. You joke? No. You will always make the joke. You have to keep some sort of routine to stay sane, and if always making the joke is how, so be it. Uh-huh. Tremendous tree. Touch my shoulder. You wait for him to touch you. His hand stops above your shoulder. Aww. Hey, Loop. Welcome back, Stardust. Power of love didn't cut it, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping this could be it somehow, too. But at least you found out more about your party, didn't you? You had fun, didn't you? What's all that good for if they'll all forget it in the next loop? Yeah, but... for once, Loop seems like at a loss for words. In the meantime, though, how can I help you on this wonderful new loop? Loop, what, 28? So the king might not be from Vaugarde. That is interesting information. You smile smugly. Sounds like asking him for stuff was a good idea, huh? Yeah, Stardust, you were right. We really don't know anything about him, so any new information is useful. Your housemaiden mentioned she saw some articles about the king somewhere, didn't she? If she saw some, maybe you should check around rooms that you explore every time while going through the house. Might be a lot of information, though, so make sure you ask yourself the right questions. What? So, you found out more about Timecraft, and the head housemaiden just repeated everything when you saw her. What else could you do to find out more about the loops? Maybe you could talk to someone whose name is Loop, huh? Need a refresher. Sure. I'm repeating what you already know, but you're stuck in a time loop. You're repeating the same 2-ish days from when you wake up in Dormont to, seemingly, when you talk to the head housemaiden. When you get to the head housemaiden, or when you die, you immediately loop back. You're not completely helpless, though, since you can more or less control when and where you loop back. And just the fact that you loop back means you have some kind of control over time. Just like the king. The king said his power comes from something called Timecraft, so we can assume this is what you're using as well. The power to craft time. It has been hypothesized to exist, but never proven up until the king appeared. Timecraft is supposed to ask for immense amounts of power. It was believed that crafting time to pause time for a single second would kill the user immediately. So, how did the king get this power? How did you? You also found out what happened with the head housemaiden wasn't a one-off. Every time you talk to her, she seems to be repeating the exact same thing until you loop again. Seems like a lot of people are doing this, actually. She says something is broken, failing, rotting. The universe, the stars, things that are familiar to you, but completely unknown to your friends for some reason. He's also from someplace other than Vaugarde. I was wondering about that. Which family member? Oh. But you know it won't change anything. It really won't. Do I really need to help them again? Do you want to help them again? Yeah, of course. Well, you can help them again if you want, but you don't really need to. They'll do just fine without you, you know. Who do you think you are? Their savior? Silly. If you do help them, you can just zone out and fast forward to it if you get bored. And you'll still get a nice skill for them out of it. I pity them, though. I wonder if they think you're doing this out of obligation. Or worse, just because it makes your life easier. Oof. You have nothing to talk about, so you stay quiet. You know, Stardust, you're like really quiet, aren't you? I knew you were quiet, but I didn't realize you were that quiet. I really have to carry our conversations most of the time. And? Too bad. But I don't mind if you stay silent for a bit too, you know? Alright. Would you rather I don't say anything? Rather than talk all the time? Don't you want some quiet? Huh? What? No. I like to listen to people talk. I don't mind if you talk a lot. Yeah, that's it, isn't it? It is just nice to hear people talk. Huh? I had a question about Mirabelle's statue. Huh? Oh, the Change God statue when you get the key knife. I didn't know your housemaiden made it. Explains why it looks so bad. It's true, sadly. I don't know much about the Change belief, but maybe if you looked at a bunch of statues in the house, you might learn something about them. Okay, there's some stuff to do. Do I want to help people? Or just go? Because XP for everyone doesn't really matter. There's an article about the king somewhere in the house. And something else too. A chef cooker. The food always tastes the same. You eat anyway. Oops. Isabelle, Bonnie, and Mirabelle hug. You audience all. Against your will, you hold your breath. Chicken. That's what he was trying to tell you at the end, before you were forced to loop back. You never did hear what he had to say about you. Maybe if you went back to that time, after you beat the king, if you asked again, made sure you had no interruptions, maybe you'll be able to hear it this time. Okay. Bonk. Mirabelle's so cute. It must be miserable reliving the same 2 days over and over. Oh, there was a thing last time that I thought I missed. No? Okay, I guess not. Alright, let's go check rooms. Time to kill. Again. We're looking for an article about the king. Oh my god, let me out! I like that stuff can give away their turn to someone so they don't have to show how much stronger they are. I know, it's great, actually. I was literally just thinking that too. I'm gonna give away my turn so someone else can do damage so I don't kill it in one shot. Oh, I should have set the universe there so they know about it. Broken, broken. Oh, we're gonna check the Change God statues too. Don't check anything. Fuck that. It's sad that they're just like, move along, people. There's nothing to see here. But yeah, I was like, I don't want to one-shot it, so I'm gonna give my turn to someone else, which is exactly what Sif is doing. I like that. It incentivizes you to be like, oh, I don't want to kill it in one hit. But it's not too bad if it's, oh my god, that's so much XP. Suddenly, I don't mind grinding. Yeah, the big guy! Oh my god, I think that's the first time I've gotten a proc on that. Ping! $2,000 XP is pretty good. Salty broth, pretty good. No, that's still the same. I don't know why I checked everything, expecting it to be different. I don't get that cutscene again, do I? Doubling XP is actually really nice. Even though I know it's not permanent. I wonder where we can find stuff about the king. Got a pun. Ow! Hit the hip into the counter and bite your lip really hard. You hit the counter back. Bad counter. Let's beat it up! Isabelle and Bonnie kick the counter too. You feel better. This is a good way to resolve this. I don't know about that. Sorry, gang. Maybe a different loop. I don't remember what's in the storage room. I love how much Odile is just like, what the fuck are these passcodes? God, I need to know. Nope, nothing new there. Gotta check the rooms, gotta check the rooms. Oh, maybe the classroom has something. That might be it, actually. The classroom might have the thing about the king. I don't know where I'm gonna find, like... I guess just checking a bunch of statues is what they want. Well, that's not too hard to do. Let's go to the other side. It's cute that Mirabelle, like, doesn't get too discouraged by, like, not necessarily being amazing at things. Might as well get the sharpening stone. Should I make everyone get a little confused? I wonder what happens if I go and try and pick up every, like, item that glitches out in one run. Is Odile gonna call me out for that? Oh, excuse me. Oh, I learned a new skill. Tear you apart. Deals big paper damage to one enemy and gives 2 jackpot points. Oh, that just replaced Rose, that replaced the other one. I mean... You slice. Oh my god. Just not even gonna try anymore. Oh, this might have something. They seem to be various newspaper articles about the king. You never looked at them very closely before, have you? You take a step forward. Oh, so many articles about the king. His conquest was slow enough that the Valgardian press had time to write about him. I remember that. But there's no one to write them now. You all start reading random articles. This article's about his slow march to Dormont's house. This one's about him probably being from another country than Vaugarde. Huh? He really isn't Vaugardian then? Oh, apparently not. This article says there's no record of him anywhere, up until he appeared out of thin air sometime in his adulthood. Looks like he lived in the city of Corbeau for a few years before he became the king. So he was a traveler? Like Frin and Deal? Please don't compare us to him, thank you. That's right. He did talk about Vaugardians before. The way he phrased it, it seemed like he thought about Vaugardians as people other than himself. And he said he thought about a Vaugarde as welcoming. Always willing to welcome people in, even with someone with no name, no home to speak of. You should go and ask the king where he's from later. Oh, this article's about his fashion sense. Huh? From what I've heard, he does have a very distinctive hairstyle. This article's more about his armor, actually. They even included a sketch, look. Huh. Well, it's very... shiny? I suppose. Very imposing. There's something that caught your attention, though. His crown, his shoulder parts, the patterns. The patterns? On his chest and gauntlets, you mean? It's just a weird losange. What's so weird about that? Those are stars. Stars? What's a star? What? The dots in the sky, correct? You know. Is that so? Oh. This article does mention his speech mannerisms. Stars and sky-related things seem to be something he comes back to often. Stars, huh? What could be interesting about them? Stars. Is there somewhere in the house you could find out more about them? Dots? There's no astronomy in this world? There's a lot of weird things about this world. People don't know about the universe. Oh, is there ever somewhere you can find out more about the... So. There's one room with a telescope. I think we have to go there. But like, people don't really know what stars or care about what stars are. People don't know what colors are. People are forgetting the names of things. People are, there's a lot of weird stuff going on. And we haven't even started getting to the bottom of it. Big ball head. Ding ding. Paper. That's it away. Rock is a little easier. But... Power up Sifrin. The colors is like regular magical world weird. Not knowing about the stars in the sky is weird. They also don't know what the universe is. Like, it does really feel like astronomy, like, isn't really a thing here. Which, yeah, is super weird. Thanks, Bomb Bomb. Okay, so it's either... It's rock, so it's... paper time. Because it did change. Sifrin isn't even pretending anymore. Alright, let's finish it. Sif and the King clearly know, to the point they have idiomatic references to them. Bizarre! Yeah! Seriously. Something's going on. I'm gonna try and, like... gonna try and rush to the king and check a bunch of statues, too. Gotta get this one. Oh, who is the person's name? What was Mirabelle's roommate's name? It was something that I thought was... It wasn't very feminine. But I don't remember what it was. Was it Claude? I think it was Claude. Let's keep an eye out for Claude mentions. Whatever. That's enough damage. There's a statue in here? Oh, that we gotta go back to the head houseman's room. It's interesting that, like, everything Mirabelle touches seems to be, like, something the king can't touch. I'm wondering if that's part of the blessing that the head housemaiden gave to her, or not. Because we're trying to figure out why her statue didn't get destroyed. Touch, touch, touch. As you pass through the tight space between the tables and the wall, you brush against everyone. Touch, 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 touch. You try and get some human contact every loop, even if it's discreetly like this. That was from the prologue. Ugh, these ones. Slice. Paper. And attack. Sif is so fucking normal, I know. Siffrin, are you curious about the Change God statues, perhaps? Oh, I'm just wondering why they're broken. That's the king's doing, isn't it? They're statues of the Change God, and the king wants to freeze Vaugarde in time, so maybe the king wanted to make a statement. Look how useless your god is. But no, because he says, like, I'm doing this because this is the ultimate form of change. That sort of thing. But only the faces are destroyed. Normally, you destroy the whole statue, right? The face is important, Deal. Oh. Yes! So every statue you've seen so far is made by a different crafter or artist. It's kind of a cultural thing to craft your own Change God. The Change God is always changing, always different, and we all have our own version of the Change God in our brains. The Change God is always depicted wearing the same clothes, so they're at least recognizable in that way. But their face is always changing. I think the Change God has like 1,000 eyes. That's how they see everything. I have heard someone has said the Change God had sewn their own mouth shut, unable to tell us how to change and leaving it to us poor humans to figure it out. I had a dream they had dimples. Oh. So hi, Sauce. I hope you're having a good night. And, since it's crafted by us, it's supposed to represent our connection to the Change God. The Change God, by their very nature, doesn't interact with humans much. Except for when they bless Mirabelle. Oh. Every statue's destroyed because when someone gets frozen, their Change God explodes. That's gotta be it. Yeah. But by crafting the Change God's face, we get linked to them in some small way. And some people even get to communicate with the Change God through the statues they made as well. Oh, really? No, not really. Yes, really? I've met someone who talked to the Change God when they finished their statue. Was it in a dream, maybe? Because you know that doesn't count. Anyway, that's why all the statues are different from one another. Interesting. So it's a cultural tradition to make your own statue. And it's a connection between you and the Change God. How do you connect with your gods, madame? We make shrines for our gods, and everyone shares the shrines. Sharing gods? Interesting. Now that you know more about the statues and the Change belief, maybe you could check Mirabelle's statue once more. It feels like getting frozen means getting cut off from the Change God, which makes, if you have a statue of the Change God you made, it makes the statue break. I don't know if there's anything else we need to do in this loop. So maybe let's try and get up to the king as soon as we can. We can't go to the, Oh, I guess we can. We can't check the Change God statue and go to the telescope, though, in the same loop. So I'm gonna have to loop back. Oh, let's make Odile really suspicious. Something's weird. Huh? Something's weird? Like what? I'll let you know when I find out. Let's continue to do that as well. I know there's one more in the, craft room. I didn't get the walk. I should have gotten the walk. That was a mistake. I love how it's just a book about fishing. I think that's my favorite part about that. Gonna sleep through this. We got some really good chocolate. Sif deliberately doing the weird events makes a lot of sense. Making Odile suspicious as hell is way easier than actually saying, hey, I'm in a time loop and also dealing with so many problems. Or not dealing with problems. Help! Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense to me, too. Making Odile suspicious is very easy. I would like to say. Oh, there might be something in this room? I don't remember. I guess doing the open phrases makes her suspicious. There's the glass, there's another statue. I did the wrong one again. Oops. Okay. Yeah, I'm really interested in, what's going on. Oh my god, so we got, there's a really nice, small chocolate place that we really like getting chocolate from. And we were at the bookstore down the street from us. Okay, I need to preface this with, I live in Magical Fantasyland. There is a bookstore down the street from us that is an independent co-op bookstore that sells small batch gourmet chocolate from a queer-owned chocolate a chocolatier. This said bookstore is also in like one of the only mixed-use buildings I've ever seen in my life. It's a mall with apartments above it, across the street from a park. I live in Magical Fantasyland. It's there's like a restaurant, there's an ice cream parlor, there's the bookstore, there's a grocery store, there's I think I've read about a dozen books about this store. The girl who was at the counter had a bee tattoo. It was really cute. I said I liked it because yeah, there's a cafe, there's a toy store, there's a clothing store, sort of. It's like a souvenir shop. There's a guitar store, a vegan restaurant. It's like I think it's amazing. And again, there's apartments right above it. But we got this really good chocolate that's milk chocolate, Earl Grey, and candied lemon peel, I think, and it's very tasty. I did mention the grocery store already. But yes, this just exists. 2 blocks down the street from where I live. It's very, very nice, yes. But the chocolate's so good, and I still taste the tea. It's really tasty. I also found a book there at the bookstore that, I had been actually looking for, and the library didn't have, so I bought it. They also had Cuckoo. I'm not allowed to read Manhunt because it'll make me upset. I read an excerpt of it and a review of it and was like, I can... Oh! Mirabelle learned a new skill. Your housemaiden will be able to use Shining Life as a skill, even if she wasn't at level 50. Shining Life is a skill that revives a KO'd family member. Woo! I can't read Manhunt because it'll be too upsetting for me. Family member. Yeah, they're all family members now instead of party members. Oh, is there a new one? And Bonnie kills me, yeah. Fish head. But, Cuckoo seems a lot more like Sleepaway, which is a game I really want to play. Sleepaway by J Dragon, which is a No Dice No Masters game about being counselors at a summer camp where there is a, horrible shape-stealing monster, that flays people alive and wears their skin and then tries to kill more people. But, it's got some really fucking cool mechanics. But I read a little, I, like, opened to a random page and was like, I'm gonna dig around in here and see it. I've heard, I can never remember how to pronounce her name. Gretchen Felker Martin. I have heard her books described as gooey in, like, a horrific way. Not gooey, but, like, she does body horror in a way that's really... Oh, I went the wrong way. Oops. In a way that's really visceral. But anyway, highly recommend Sleepaway. And if you've played Sleepaway and liked it, go check out Kuko. Or Cuckoo. I don't know how to pronounce that word. This bird is going to be the bane of my existence. Cuckoo. There we go. If you like either of those, check out the other one. And also, if you liked... Actually, I can't make this comparison, but if you like Manhunt, go read Infect Your Friends and Loved Ones. It's not the same. But I like Infect Your Friends and Loved Ones a lot. That is a good little novella. But the book I bought is, Rainbow Black by Maggie Thrash. Which is, like, lesbian thriller. I have been wanting to get my hands on more of those, because I like mysteries a lot. If you haven't read Real Easy and you can handle, the average television show's amount of propaganda, I would recommend reading that, because it's a really fun mystery novel, told from multiple perspectives. What was I talking about? Oh, Real Easy. Yeah, it's about a bunch of women who work at a strip club. And, one of them gets kidnapped. And the book is about trying to figure out what happened to her. I thought it was really good. But again, it's like, one of the POV characters is a cop who, like, kind of sucks a lot. At one point, they just admit to, like, openly getting people to admit to crimes they didn't commit. It sucks. I don't know what I'm doing in Mirabelle's room. A cop who kind of sucks a lot. I mean, a cop. Yeah, well, you know. Sorry, I have to go in the time loop turbine. But, like, it's a really interesting... I don't know. It kind of both says that, like, cops don't solve crime, and also, like, it's good to have a cop around if something bad happens. This is if, like, maybe if we spin really fast, we can unravel the time loop. Yeah. It's fun that that works that way. I don't need the bomb, I don't think. Just the key. So... Sif put them in the vortex. They just need to know what it's like. They need to understand. So up here is the telescope. That's also the room where I first found out the colors don't exist anymore. Well, there might be a thing over here. Let's make a deal more suspicious. No, I guess not. Okay. That's the lipstick event. But I recommend Real Easy. It was a good read, even if it had a lot of, like, pro-cop shit. But, like, I guess it's a lot for me, but it's, like, the average amount for, like, everything. Which is just how it goes sometimes. But, I can't say anything about the main characters. But, they're all written really well. The point of view changes are really nice, actually. It's a good one. It's a good read. I should make a Goodreads. I will never do this because I forget to... I forget to think about books. Like that. I don't know. This is why I don't have a My Anime list or anything. I just, like, don't think about media in that way. I don't need to make a list of... I don't feel like I need to make a list of stuff that I've enjoyed. Partially because I'm like, well, if I enjoy it, I'll just recommend it to people a lot, and then I won't really forget about it. But, I don't know. This is how I ended up watching Frag Time again last night. Well, I didn't watch it. This was my first time watching it. I read it, and it's really good. Frag Time is good. Go read Frag Time. If you don't want to read it, go watch the movie, because the movie is almost as good as the manga. And then I reread it. Because there's some details missing. I'm glad you liked the movie. Bathroom time. You cried everything, but it was a nice cry? Yeah, it's a good one. Oh. Oh no, I skipped it. Oopsie. Oh well. A knife! Thank you, Change God. And now we go back. So this loop, we're just gonna ask the king a bunch of questions and see what the hell happens with Isabelle. Mirabelle's intact statue of the Change God. You look at it a little closer. You try not to make a face and fail. Oh, Mirabelle. Can noses look like that? Wow, that left eye is somehow above the right brow. I can't tell if they're supposed to be smiling or frowning. Mira, help us roast the statue's terribly made face. Mira? Oh. I was trying to make them look gentle and nice. Mira, we're so sorry! I'll get my revenge against all of you someday. The statue is a link between the Change God and the Crafter, right? You wonder what would happen if Mirabelle touched it right now. Mira, can you put your hand on the statue? Huh? Sure? As soon as Mirabelle touches the statue, you hear something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my god, Vriska confirmed. What? Huh? What? Where are... Mirabelle and you got transported somewhere. Oh. Someone's there, Mira. Huh? Oh. The head housemaiden? The head housemaiden? Okay, Mirabelle, can you stop saying what I'm about to say? Oh. Thanks, Bonnie? Mirabelle! I can't believe you can't recognize me. They changed shape? Yeah, I did. Don't you know who I am? Someone who changes... I love that the Change God is using emoticons. This rules. No, this can't be. Here. And she got it. It's me. The Change God. Aw. Cute. How did you make that noise with your note? Oh, that was the Change God. Not Mirabelle. What? Oh, no. I didn't mean to make you cry. I messed up. Change God. I'm so sorry. Sorry? But for what? For so many things. For being useless, for not being willing to change enough, for lying and making everyone believe you blessed me, for... Oh, that. I don't care. It's fine, don't worry about it. Huh? If I was mad about it, I wouldn't have helped you earlier, right? But I did it because I'm rooting for you. Helped us earlier? You mean the knife? The key knife, okay? It has a name and you should use it. But yes, that was me. Whee! Well, hey! It was? So... Aw, Housemate and Mirabelle. Oh, I don't like that one. I'm about to tell you something really important. For many reasons, you won't remember it after I send you back to your quest. Well, your brain won't remember, but your heart will. So listen! It's true that you, as the Change God, I can't help humans much. Mostly because I don't want to. I can't help with your petty struggles for survival and stuff. But it doesn't matter, because even my little god powers are nothing next to yours. The real power comes from you, Mirabelle. If you decide you can change, that's enough power and belief to do anything. You don't even need some silly rituals or anything like some other belief out there. What other belief? And look how far you've come. Without me. But if that's not enough for you, then know this. Oh! That's what the face looks like. That's not that bad. You are loved, Mirabelle. I see you changing, even if you do not. You are always changing, always evolving. You're not stagnating in any way. And even if you were, that would be fine. Because life is about changes, but it's also about staying right where you are sometimes. I'm proud of you. And I love you. Oh. And I love the stupid ugly face you gave me, and I won't let anyone ever destroy it. Remember that, okay? Oh man, I could have been using a May voice this whole time. Change God has May energy. Thank you, Change God. You're nothing like I was expecting, but I would expect nothing else from you. Aww. Mirabelle and the Change God giggle together. Somehow, Mirabelle looks so much less burdened than before. Oh, I want to do this. You got a memory of me. Wait, what do you mean you know how this works? When equipped, it'll do. Who cares? I don't know why you need to remember things so much. Weirdo. What? Mirabelle tilts her head to the side, confused. Oh crap, look at the head tilt. That head housemaiden of yours is right. You really are so stinking cute, Mirabelle. Oh, alright, that's it. That was your god call. Good luck, Mirabelle. I'm rooting for you. I love you. Bye. Beams you away. Pew! Wait! Mirabelle disappeared. Where did she... And you. Different, no middle name, no last name. Sorry for not talking to you. This was all for Mirabelle's sake, you understand. Her side quest. You know all about side quests, don't you? Is that a face? Plus, I know you don't really care about me. But hey, it's not every loop you get to meet a god. And it's not like yours will ever really talk to you. What? So I'll give you some words too. I'll say them through the face of your little sponsor buddy too, for the effect. Sponsor? And those words are... I have seen it all. Pitiful traveler walking through time, going against the very nature of this world. This is ridiculous, never-ending play. It goes against everything I stand for. I am the Change God. My domain is the future itself, the possibility of it. And this is what I have now? Dormant, repeating. Dormant, unchanging. Stagnating. A crime against life itself. But... you don't want to be here either. If you could change it, you would. So... You misunderstand. What? The events I'm holding right now may go against my very nature, but it doesn't mean I'm not enjoying myself immensely. This pocket of time may be rewinding, but you are not. In this bubble where everything stays the exact same, how will you bring about change? How will you change? I just can't wait to see more! I'll keep giving you the knife every time, so don't worry. Keep going. Keep changing. And keep giving us a good show. Bye! Wait. Nope. Bye. Hangs up the phone. Well, that was new. You stumble. Hello. Hey! Mira, Sif, are you two okay? What? What happened? I don't know, you both started looking weird. Like, you were about to faint or something. Are you both okay? Can you stand up? You and Mirabelle nod. Yeah, I feel like I saw something incredible? Huh? I don't remember it anymore, though. You do, still. If you're good, we should keep going. Yeah. Yeah, let's go. But then who is phone? Talk to a statue. Great. Man door, hand hook, car door. The Change God talks at the same cadence the dev types. Yeah, definitely. It makes perfect sense. Oh, let's sharpen that knife. So, we don't know what this memory does, huh? Mirabelle doesn't remember them, but she still feels them. Auto adorable moving shield at the start of battle. Well, that's useful. Time to fight this thing. This fight's fun now. Because I can just do this. And that kind of rocks. Smack! Good hit, Bonnie. Bonnie can do damage, which is really funny. And hit. Nice. There's another 12,000 XP. 14. Mega Sparkle Heal. Craft buff. Ooh. When equipped, your housemaiden will be able to use Mega Sparkle Heal as a skill, even if she's not at level 52. It heals all family members for 80% of their HP. This is also the last skill your housemaiden will be able to learn by leveling up. Don't push her too hard, Stardust. And Odile learned Craft buff. When equipped, your researcher will be able to use Craft buff as a skill, even if she's not at level 53. It strengthens one family member's resistance to a craft type for a few turns. Interesting. I guess Siffrin's the most weak to rock. So we'll fight the king. We'll learn a little more. We'll loop back to the telescope. And see if we can figure anything out there. Snack time! I don't want Sif to get tired of the fritters. That's kind of sad. I think I'm ready. Do you remember? Yeah, what's the deal with the stars? That's so interesting to me. Where are you from? The king looks straight at you. What about you, Bright One? Where are you from? You flinch. You do not answer. Oh, that was a rewind. You cannot answer. You hear the king laugh. Oh. Was it always this easy to fight the king? Huh. Oh, Sifrin's gonna get killed from this, oh well. Luckily, I have a revive. Not her attack. Ow. I would like to make a sparkle heal, thank you. Good hit, Bonnie. Ow. You have heard this before. I mean, Blake. No reason not to just keep buffing and hitting. I should be able to get him in, like, my next hit. This'll do. You have heard this before. Your turn. Disappear, 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 disappear. Final boss isn't so final anymore, huh? Like before, as always, Mirabelle's attack brings the king to his knees. Still can't say it. Woohoo, we did it! Yay! Whee! You remembered to join in. Ooh. Huh. Alright, is anything gonna be different this time? See, this is why I think all of the statues of the Change God go back to normal. Once more. Here again. The loop back once you talk to the head housemaiden. It's all over once you talk to her, but why? Because, like, I think people are moving again, and that means that the Change God statues are whole again. You can punch me 3 times. I won't give them to you. Yeah, we'll survive too. Can we group hug after I speak to the head housemaiden? Oh, would you be okay with it? I'd love to. You nod. You should make sure to talk to everyone before Isabelle. I have even more pineapple slices in my pocket! Oh my god. We've waited so long. No, I think it's Odil's turn. Can we finally have the BL moment? Please? Do you remember what I said at the clock tower? You remember. You wanted to tell me something? Yeah, okay. Whew. Ciferuni. Ciferun. I look. Are you both finished? Oh my god, he got 1 syllable! 1 syllable! Please wrap it up so we can go. There's so much we have to do before we can go back to our lives. You two can talk later, okay? Oh, Gems. Did I interrupt? It's fine. It's fine. Are you sure? No problem. Don't worry about it. There has to be a better moment later. There is no later. A better moment than saving the country. Anyway, Civ, I'm glad this is over. I can't wait to go back to my old job. Make sure to say hi when you're near Juvente, okay? Buddy. That one hurt the most, honestly. It's all over if you talk to her. Just a little longer. Can't go back, right? Yeah. It's all over. This is the end. Time for everything to fall apart. Do you even see me? Am I real to you right now? Real? What are you? And there it goes. You sigh. It's fine. She isn't real to you right now either. You wait for her to finish. Smell burnt sugar again. It's been following you for a while. For so long you can't even remember when it started. But when you talk to her, it's overpowering. Timecraft. So overpowering you could throw up. She's just a banana peel at this point. Ouch. Like every time you're about to loop back in time, you feel a tug on your stomach. You usually don't pay attention to the tug, but there's nothing else to focus on right now. You wonder what that's all about. Any second now. And there we go. The curtain falls. You're back here again. Performing is getting tiring. We've had no friends. No, we didn't make them care enough about me to notice. Oh, there is a new thing. Well, we're going on another loop soon. Isabeau? What a nice young man, and so full of energy, too. I'm an only child, but I feel like having an older brother like him would be fun. She can't remember her sister's name, but isn't that because her sister went to... You stop thinking about it. I've been running a lot. I'm glad. Running is very important. You can finish things faster. You can build up your endurance. You can avoid your problems. You can escape when a sadness runs after you. No? Everything okay? My kid sibling didn't know how to run very fast. I'm pretty fast, but not everyone is. So don't be afraid to use X to run, okay? We're all counting on you. Oh. I would like to fish. Somehow, even though you probably won't catch anything, fishing calms you down. You feel at peace. Once again, you didn't catch anything, but you're fine with it. You feel like you got the chance to put your thoughts in order. You got a memory of fishing. When equipped, memory of fishing gives you +2 attack for every time you... At the cost of attack speed, though. Can't have everything, Stardust. I love this game. Super strong. Alright. So now we go talk to Loop. Wait for him to touch you. His hand stops above your shoulder. Okay, Isabeau. Hi, Stardust. So, got any theories about the loop I'm trapped in? Why would I? Your name is literally Loop. Oh, stars above, it is! Ugh. But just because I call myself Loop doesn't mean I know anything. I'm just bad at names. I'll see what I can do. What's your question? Do you know anything that could help? Such a broad question, Stardust. As I've told you before, I know as much as you do right now. How can that be? What do you mean? Aren't you here to help me? Ugh. Why don't you know more about the loops you're supposed to help me with? Tee? Don't you tee me. Aww. I still don't have a good answer for you, Stardust. Isn't it already nice you have me to talk to about those loops? You could be alone, stuck only with your tiny brain for company, with no one to talk to. Ugh. Okay. Well, why don't we summarize what we know about these loops? We might find something out. You sigh and nod. Nothing better to do, you suppose. So... You're currently stuck in a time loop for some unknown reason. The loop starts when you wake up in Dormont, ends when you talk to the head housemaiden. Unless I die first or touch a tear. Yes, maybe the loop considers getting frozen in time by those tears a sort of death. But why aren't you looping back when you get frozen in battle? Huh? Isn't it because... I thought the tears work differently than the actual time freeze skill. Is that so? Well, you're the one getting frozen, so you'd know. So, you loop as something keeps you from advancing in some way. I wonder if other things would count as keeping you from advancing. Like, what? Like, what if we cut off your legs? Would you immediately loop back? You can't advance if you had no legs, right? I'd rather not test that one. Aww, but understandable. But it is interesting, though. What makes the loop actually a loop? You feel like you can remember a few times when time looped back on its own, even if it was just a few minutes. Maybe. Does the loop consider talking to the head housemaiden something that keeps you from advancing somehow? Oh. Maybe, but what would advancing even mean then? Towards what goal? Is there something that happens when you talk to the head housemaiden that makes a certain goal impossible to accomplish? Oh. Gosh. As you found out, all of this might be the work of Timecraft, a power that should be impossible to use, but you and the king are somehow able to manipulate it. But, am I manipulating Timecraft if I can't control it? But you can, can't you? You can more or less control where you come back. Except when you talk to the head housemaiden, it seems, which brings you back to the start. But just being able to loop back in time and avoid death might count as you being able to... Oh my god, I'm so yawny, I'm sorry. Might be able to count as you being able to use Timecraft. But if Timecraft is supposed to be too dangerous to even use, how did I get that power? And how can you break the loop for good? Yes, those are the big questions, aren't they? I do wonder about the limitations of your powers still. What makes you actually loop? Somehow, I feel like finding out more about that would be useful. Stardust, we've been talking for a while, so maybe not right now, but when you have some time, will you hang out with me for a bit? Huh? Hang out? I have a theory I'd like to test. And we haven't spent any time together, Stardust. I'm lonely. I want to have a long conversation with someone, anyone. I want to hang out. Ugh. Again, it doesn't have to be right now. Our little hangout time might last a while, maybe even longer than the rest of the day. I'm sure you have plans for this loop, so I can wait until you have time. Okay? A theory Loop would like to test about the loops. Might be useful. You should talk to Loop and hang out with them when you have time then. Yay! I'll be waiting, Stardust. In the meantime, how can I help you? What should I do next? Something's armor has some star patterns on it. I saw them, but never thought anything of them. Most people don't know anything about the stars, do they? They sure don't. You barely do most of the time, don't you? But then, how does the king remember? Why does he care about the stars to the point he has them on his armor? Someplace that has something to do with the stars. You know where to go, don't you? You found it already. That room. You know where to go. Wouldn't it be useful to know how they work exactly? Oh, hang out with them. Okay. Let's go to the 3rd floor first. And then we can do another loop and come back to the loop. Banana warp. That's a good sound effect. I have so many of those. You're annoyed there isn't a more dignified way to loop back in the village. Yeah, you just... Yep. I wanna look through the telescope. Find out what's going on up there. Small fry. That's the door we want. But not the door we can go through. The 3rd floor actually has the most questions for me. It must be super weird to just go slip on a banana peel, crack your head open, and then end up, like, almost at the end of the quest. That just must feel so weird. I mean, obviously everyone else has just experienced things normally, but, like, I don't know. No, I got level 75. Sifrin has hit the level cap for everyone else. Here we are. Whoa, where are we? There's a big window over there, see? What? Was there a room like this in the house? Yeah, I remember. Someone was working here, studying. They looked like... sorry, I can't remember. There's a cobweb. Star chart. What's this drawing for? This looks pretty good. Not really. It's just dots on lightless paper. I could do that. The dots on the map look like the sky we can see through the window. Could it be some kind of drawing of the stars? A map of the stars? But what for? You gently touch the map. For some reason, you feel empty. Huh. You don't remember any of these. There's a book in Caboin open on the table. You all look at Odile. The Caboin Hero in Vaugarde, how rare. The title translates to Colors Through Time. It seems to be an essay about color theory. Color theory? What's a color? We don't have time for this. Yeah, you don't really care. You can go and reread the book about colors in the secret library if you're so curious. Rolled up paper. You unroll one. It's a star chart. Pile of papers. Something is written on them. It looks like a child tried to write down their first word. Not sure it's some awful handwriting. And a determined child. It looks like they tried to write the same word on all those papers. You can't read it. But you can't read it, you can't read it, you can't read it, you can't read it. But you are not able to read it. Okay, seriously, I need to know what's going on with that. World globe. We're here. Isabelle points to where you are in the lower half of the globe. Vaugarde, the land of change. Kabwe is here. Odile points to a big country far from Vaugarde. Kabwe, a country you visited at least once. And Bambouche is here. Bonnie points to a spot almost on the edge of Vaugarde. You look away from the globe. You see a spot on the globe where paint has started wearing out, like someone kept dragging their finger on it. You drag your finger there too. Erased. You almost want to look for lightless paint. Oh. There's weird stuff going on in this room. Some books. Just looking at them gives you a headache. More headache books. A big window. Those are stars, right? I remembered just now. But don't they only appear at night? We left early in the morning, so it should be light outside. I've heard it's always nighttime near the king. Maybe this is in his influence? It was dark around the house yesterday too, remember? The stars. Stars like the king's armor. Stars like the king keeps mentioning. Stars like... You should remember them. Something in you tells me you should. Every time you raise your head and look up at them, you feel like it's something you've done dozens, hundreds, thousands of times, but you can't remember any of it. You can't remember what you were even trying to see looking up at them. The king. Every time you face him, he asks you the same question. Do you remember? Remembering is not something you're very good at. There's so much you can't remember. You're not a very forgetful person after all. You can't remember basic items. You forget where you're going half the time. You can barely remember people's names. You noticed you started to forget whole loops. You can barely remember anything that happened before you started looping in time. You can barely remember anything that happened before. You breathe out and unclench your fists. What you can and can't remember doesn't matter much now, does it? The king. Does he want you to remember something? Does he... You should ask the king what he wants you to remember later. Sif? You okay? Lost in thought, Siffrin? You open your eyes, smile, and shake your head. You have to keep going. A telescope. It's dusty. What's that? Oh, I've seen one of those before. That's a telescope. I think you watch the sky with it? Like clouds? Like stars, I think. During the night, since they're not here during the day. Stars. Boring. A telescope. Well, that's everything in here. Do we want to go just ask the king that and then die? You dreamt about the tick of a clock. You hear it still. Minus 20 attack speed, but plus 2 attack for every time you've gone fishing. That's only 10, so I don't think that's worth it. That's a lot of HP. I don't know if I want to specifically fight the king or not, but I do want to ask that question. Okay. This is so many buffs. What should I remember? Every single time you face him, he asks if you remember. There's something he thinks you should know, should remember, but does it really matter, Siffrin? He could just be trying to confuse you. Yeah, speaking in riddles to Fryn. Stop trying to confuse him. He hasn't forgotten anything. But you have, haven't you? You try not to think about it, but... What have I forgotten? Forgotten? Oh, Bright One, why? Why would you ask? Don't you know at this point what you've forgotten? Haven't you always known? Can't you see the hole that's left behind, if not what you used to fill? Don't you feel it? Its absence? What the crab is he? All of it! You've forgotten it all, Bright One. They all have. We all have. No one can say it. No one can even remember it. Colors. Oh, the words. It escapes us. It will keep escaping us. Oh, why don't you remember? I can tell. Everything from your accent to the way you use craft to the stitching on your cloak and hat to those pins you wear. You should remember. You and I, of all people standing here, should remember. Bright One, please, please, just remember it. Say it. Make it real. Please. If you can remember, then maybe. What is happening? Is he okay? Something we've all forgotten? I haven't forgotten anything, stupid. Sif? Something you've forgotten. Something everyone has, even if they don't pay attention to it. The hole it has left behind. Something bigger than just the stars. What you're trying to remember doesn't exist anymore, but someone might still have written proof it existed, haven't they? Ask the king. Is it colors? Ooh. Even the king feels easy to fight now. Yeah, geez, it's true. Gotta get that back up. Hello, deal. Take this hit. It's true, the king is easy to fight now. That's so weird. That must feel super weird. And that'll do it. And that's another win. Well, maybe this time we can get Isabeau to say it. Is the head houseman gonna be the one to deny us our BL? I don't know. Everyone's done it at this point. Maybe he'll actually say it this time. I actually forgot to get water. It's not on my headphones. Ugh. Okay. Time to zone out again. What happens if I try and go this way? Can't go back. Once more. Here again, at the end of the world. Time won't ever go farther than this. You can talk to everyone, stretch this moment out as long as you can, but it's all over if you talk to her. Oh, so you figured it out, did you? Don't tell anyone. I'd like to see Isabeau try and figure it out for a little longer. Very excited to hear what he comes up next. Spoonology? Bananology? Say the line, Siffrin. Bananology would be quite appealing. Before you forget, please don't interrupt. Don't interrupt? Oh, the power of friendship fixed nothing. Time's still broken. Power of friendship didn't work. Don't interrupt. Interrupt what? She looks Isabeau's way. Of course. I have to say I'm surprised, Siffrin. I thought you didn't know. I'm going now. Huh. Good luck, I suppose. Love you, Odile. It's really over, right? Like, for real, for real? For real, Bon. Oh, Siffrin's. I've been having a really bad deja vu for the past 8 days, and I swear to God if I'm in a time loop. I promise you're not in a time loop. Time is progressing. Power family didn't work. Try the third F. That's a joke. Isabel can't even say the L word. It's true. Oh no. Siffrin's hit the point where they're starting people's sentences before they say them. Issa is not in Lesbians with Sif. He specifically transitioned to not be in Lesbians with people. Excuse me? I'm not dreaming, am I? We won, didn't we? Are you sure? Just had to do the bit. Sorry, Issa. I have some pineapple slices left. Sorry, Mirabelle. You might all have to hang out for a little while longer. Sif, we did it. Sif, we did it. We did it, Sif. We did it. We stopped the king. We can finally go back to our normal lives. Isn't it great? Oh, it sucks that they've been through this so many times. They know what to do. That's a great AU. Casey is so in love with Molly, she transitions to avoid dating her and messing with the team dynamic. Shenanigans follow. Oh my god, Nora. You want to tell me something? Yeah, yes. Okay. Oh my god. Do not blow this for us. I look... Sif? Is everything okay? What? You look kind of upset. What's wrong? Nothing. What did you want to tell me? No, it doesn't matter right now. You don't look good at all. Are you hungry, maybe? I can tell Bonnie to... Stars! Oh, you want to scream. You just want to scream right now. You did everything right. Oh shit, we're gonna loop from that? No! And he won't say it. He can't say it. The universe won't let him say it. You're not stupid. You know what it is. What he wants to tell you, you know, but it doesn't count if he doesn't say it. It doesn't exist if it's not said. In fact, you can't trust it even if he did say it. Maybe it's not even true. Maybe it is. Maybe it is, and it's because you forced him to. You did, didn't you? You forced him. You're forcing him. Oh god, Sif has my personal anxiety. That's not good. That's the wrong thing to have when you're stuck in a time loop. You're forcing him right now. Looping forwards and backwards, making sure no one can interrupt, making sure everything is perfect, making sure you're perfect. It's because you're looping. You're forcing him, manipulating him to say it, to think it, making sure he has to say it, making sure he has no recourse. It's not good. It's awful. He can't feel this way about someone like you. Someone disgusting like you. Sifrin? Please stop gripping your hair. You're gonna hurt yourself. Don't touch me. You feel a tug on your stomach. Everything okay? Yep, all good. Oh, okay. Anyway, Sif, I'm glad this is over. I can't wait to go back to my old job, you know? Make sure to say hi when you're near Uventic, okay? You nod, smile fixed on your face. You got the memory of confession. Wait for it. Wait for it. When equipped, memory of confession makes your fighter immune to rock attacks. Sif and Alice compartmentalizing trauma moment. That's so true. Alright, let's go die. Hi. You can start breaking down now. Breaking down? What do you... You know the script by heart now. Oh, Sifrin. I'm so sorry. There's no way we can stop it now. Burnt sugar, right on cue. I know you thought... Spotlight only on Sifrin. Feel a tug on your stomach. 3 lines left. And back we go. The curtain falls. Your favorite play, get to the end 5 times. Performing is getting tiring. God, are we at Act 4 yet? "36 loops. let's go fishing. You do the usual fishing preparations and sit down. You haven't gone fishing for long, but it always feels like something you've done forever. Once again, you didn't catch anything, but you got stronger. Alright, let's go hang out with Loop, and then I think that'll be the end of the stream. We've learned some things this time. It would be really interesting if we could just be like, are you in love with me? Why do you have to wait? Why do you have to wait? Why do you have to wait? Suddenly, you realize a very basic thing. He will never touch you. He will never say it to you. You will be stuck here forever. Stuck in your yearning, unless you're the one who breaks the cycle. You reach out. The most important thing we learned is that the Change God is a weird little nerd. It's so true. Sif? Oh! Cute! Is he crying? He pushed you away. Be a loss! He... Oh no! Hi, Issa, I have to do the favorite tree thing. Oh, sorry, I'm in your way then, aren't I? I'll get out of your hair. See you at the clock tower. Fuck. I tried to stop the yearning and I died for it. Sister loves vacillating, yeah. Stardust, you traitor! I thought what we had was special. Loop, read the fucking room! Good God! Can't you see what I've just been through? I just looped 4 times in the last loop! I've had too many breakdowns today for this! Now you're gonna hang out with me and we're gonna have a good time, and I'm definitely going to have another breakdown about it, and that's okay. Loop totally sees what you've been through. They're just like that. I know! I love them. Ugh. But you didn't value me, do you? And I had to see you kiss the fighter in front of my very eyes. Oh, wait, you kissed? That was a kiss? I didn't realize that was a kiss. The shock. The betrayal. Shut up. I totally missed that that was a kiss. I'm glad Loop said it. I thought, I was like, huh, I wonder what they're doing. This is how you know. I wasn't looking very closely. I was looking at the hands. I wasn't looking at the rest of the frame. Shut up. I mean, I'm sure that Siffrin kissed Issa, right? Like, that's gotta be what it was. And then you looped right back, refusing to face the consequence of your actions. What were you afraid of? For him to finally see you? To see what kind of person you truly are? Maybe he would have accepted you, you know? Maybe you're not as disgusting as you think you are. Shut up. Or, Stardust, maybe you are that disgusting. Not letting the poor fighter make his own decisions. Who would do that? Or, shut up! I don't want to talk or think about any of this. Especially not with you. But Stardust... who else but me? Oh my god, they're so upset. Anyway, you got a memory for your troubles. You can check it out later. I don't think you'd like me to tell you what it does. So, bad touch. Something about a shoulder. The king says everyone has forgotten something, including himself. Including you. But why would anyone write down what they've forgotten? Why would anyone know its importance if they can't remember? Except, you know, don't you? I love going from shut up, I don't want to talk to you, to we can hang out now. Ugh! It's the Paul Rudd. I'm okay. I love Paul Rudd's computer. It's maybe one of my favorite sketches of all time. Computer, can you generate a nude Tane? Sorry, I think that's maybe one of my favorite videos on the internet. Narrator just, Sif was not even remotely okay. You know, don't you? Something no one can remember, something other than the stars. You have proof. You just need to go and find it again. You don't want to have to open that diary again. But you have to. What? That's the color one, right? Or am I... Oh, right. Hang out with Loopy. Diary. We can hang out now. Oh, our theory hangout. Yes, but we can't actually hang out right now. It'd be pretty useless. How about you come here early tomorrow after you've done acting things out of the clock tower? Wait, you want me to sneak out? And spend a loop with me? Yes, but... oh my god, that means they're gonna get crushed by the rock. You always go to the house after the clock tower. If you're not here, what will everyone do? What will everyone think? It doesn't matter what they think. They'll forget it all in your next loop, after all. But it matters. So you won't do it? You won't come and hang out with little old me? Oh, come, yeah. Neat! I'll see you soon then. You nod. Oh my god, they're gonna get crushed by a rock. You spend the rest of the night with everyone. Early in the morning, while everyone is still asleep, you quietly slip away and head to the favor tree. Fucking neat. God, I love them. I love them so much. The fact that this has become a play. Siffrin is acting things out. Siffrin is sticking to the script. Everyone else is acting. Like, people are becoming less like people. This is becoming less of reality to Siffrin and more like it is to us. It's a game, it's a show, it's something that Siffrin is experiencing but not part of, or if they are part of it, they have to actively be part of it. It's not healthy. You can't see Loop anywhere. Up there, Stardust, up there. Up there? Did Loop go back to their home or something? You look up. Loop is waving to you from the top of the tree. I'm here, I'm here. Come and join me, Stardust. How? Oh, come on. Just climb the tree. I know you can do it. You sigh and climb the tree. Well, this is adorable. Ah, isn't it pretty, Stardust? We're so high up. You are. You can see the house from here. Everyone will be inside the house soon. You try not to think about it. Thank you for coming to today's Loop Hangout! If you hang out with me, it'll take some time and... well, you know how this goes. I sure do. I haven't actually prepared anything to talk about. So, tell me about yourself, Stardust. Really? I'd rather not. Aw, why not? Don't you already know me? It just feels like it. You know too much about me. Sorry, reset my subtitles. You knew my name, you know how I think? You knew me before we even met, didn't you? Kind of. Kind of. Do I know you? Oh, no, you don't know me. Don't worry, your memory isn't failing you this time. When we met under the favor tree, that was the very first time we've ever seen each other. Is that so? So then... is that why you're helping me? Because you know me? Oh, not really. When I decided to help you, you were not a factor in the slightest. You are now, I suppose, but does that mean you actually believe me when I say I'm here to help? You don't think I'm lying. I'm actually the one trapping you here or whatever. You really believe I'm here to help you? I do. Oh. You always surprise me, Stardust. I know I wouldn't believe myself if I were in your place. Maybe time has made me more jaded than you are. But it's fine. Whether you believe me or not, I'm here to help you. So you can escape the loop. You believe it's possible? For me to escape? Of course. Why would I be here otherwise? I'm trapped here with you after all. I want to escape just as much as you do. I know how it feels, you know, to be stuck somewhere. No hope of escape. Forced to relive the exact same events over and over. You do? Taking any deviation as a sign things are finally going to change? That everything will be okay? And finding yourself trapped still. Look at me, talking and talking. Don't pay attention to me. I'm doing fine. Loop laughs sadly and looks at the house in the distance. Tell me about yourself, Loop. I'd rather not. Loop winks and blows you a kiss. Despite yourself, you laugh. You hear Loop laugh softly as well. Say, Stardust, that reminds me. Did you really ask for the Change God's blessing more than 10 times? You know it's not your belief, right? Is Loop here to help Sif, or is Loop here to help Loop? Or is Sif here to help Loop? Hey, you and Loop animatedly talking about different things you've done during your loops. It's nice to be able to talk about them with someone. You talk and talk until the sun has risen high above you in the sky. It'll happen soon now. Oh no. Huh? What will? The theory crafting part of our hangout session, of course. Huh? You open your mouth to ask and then... What the fuck? Ugh. You heard a horrible sound. They got to the top? Your head. You saw something. I'm glad you decided to spend some time with me, Stardust. Sorry it's going to end with this. What? I thought maybe it wouldn't happen, but... See that light in the distance? It's from the King's floor. I see it every time you get far enough to fight him. His first attack. He crushed all of them. They made it to the top, and... yeah. The King's first attack. How long have you been talking to Loop? Who was the King attacking? Who was he? The King doesn't attack or do anything until you get to him. He would only attack if someone... I can feel it every time. Whatever he does, it makes you see something, doesn't it? Something awful. Something so terrible it's enough to bring anyone close enough to their knees. Stars, I wonder who he attacked. You can't even hear Loop speak. Your friends. They were against the King just now. You know how to survive his first attack. You found out, but... You hear someone cry out. You look at Loop. Loop is just looking at you. Yeah, they went in without Sif, and somehow they made it all the way to the top without Sif. Not saying anything. There's no pity in their gaze. No sadness. Just some slight impatience, like... Did you figure it out yet? Did you figure out what made the King attack just now? There's only one answer, Stardust. Just figure it out already so we can move on. Who was the King fighting? Who did the King just kill? Did you figure it out yet? I like how each of those dots had a different tone. Did you? You start screaming. It's because you weren't there. They died because you weren't there. They're gone because you weren't. Oh, it's playing the death noise. There. You clutch your head, your hair, your stomach because you weren't there. Because of you, they're gone. They're gone because of you. They're because of you, because of you, because of you, because of you. You stumble and fall to your knees. You breathe harshly in and out. It's not working. You can't take a full breath. You can't... You hit the ground with your fist. Why? Loop doesn't answer. Did you know this would happen? Which part? You looping back or your party dying? I had a suspicion about the former. I was certain about the latter. You! Oh, trying your knife against them. Oh. Loop was looking straight at you. They don't even seem to care that you drew out your dagger. Somehow this calms you down. If I tell you to breathe, will you? You. Yeah, Loop's legs stick out every time. It's really cute. You breathe slowly in and out. What was that for? For funsies, of course! You take a step forward. And because I was curious to know how the loops work. Aren't you? How the loops work? How could what just have him teach you anything about the loops? Think, Stardust. Why did you loop back just now? Huh? Because the King won, isn't it? Why would the King winning make you loop? You don't immediately loop back the second you and your party lose, don't you? Don't you? I kind of do, though. Does he loop every time he loses hope? That would make a lot of sense. That would explain a lot of the loops we've gone through that just happened really short. Like a couple minutes back. Every time Siffrin loses hope. Kind of do, though? No, Stardust. You loop when you die. No, it takes a little bit. You loop when you die, Stardust. The fact is the king wins is irrelevant. But you didn't die just now, did you? So why did you loop? But it's the same with the head housemaiden. You don't die when you talk to her, so what makes you loop? You loop when the head housemaiden talks to you, and you loop just now. Why? Don't you think this would be important to figure out? Loop's right. There have been other times you've looped back without dying too, but what could be the reason? Sif looping every time they fuck up their relationship with others. Yeah, like, I mean, that's a kind of losing hope. Fuck up the script so much they won't like you anymore. Fuck up so bad they'll see you for who you really are. Sif keeps saying that they're disgusting, that Issa shouldn't love someone like him. Like, I think Siffrin knows something about themselves, but you beat the king, and oh no, that means everyone is going to leave, so loop. Yeah. Siffrin doesn't want to be alone, but they don't understand that. What could be the reason? I wasn't lying when I said I wanted to spend time with you. We never got the opportunity to really talk after all. But yes, I figured this would happen. I won't say sorry, so you can stop waiting for it. You don't answer. Well, it looks like that's all you can find out about the loops for now. Loop is also lonely. It's true. You can still find out more about the king, can't you? I'll be ready to help you out next loop. But for now, I think we both need some time. Come back next loop, Stardust. You just walk away. The dread of having to loop makes them loop. Memory of touch. You had eyes bigger than your stomach. Disgusting, disgusting, disgusting. Minus 50 to all stats. Oh. Siffrin. Oh my god, wait. Wait. This is the thing you put on so you don't have to one-shot everything. Oh my god. This is the just be normal one. Oh no, it hurts. I fucked up so bad. I can't let anyone know how strong I am. I have to be normal. I have to play my role. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. Alright, well... Not really sure what loop we're on. But, that's gonna be it for me tonight. That was a doozy of one. If I ever seen one. Oh my god. So much happened. I'm tired. Sorry. I will be back next week with more Hollow Knight. Um, people streaming? No. Okay. I'm gonna... Trauma Conga line, it's so true. Like... Loop knows things, the king knows things, Siffrin knows things. But Siffrin doesn't remember that they know things. And nobody wants to tell Siffrin things. And... relying on everyone doesn't help. Apparently they can just go in alone and it's fine. They can just get to the king without Siffrin, which I have questions considering all the things you need to do to get to the king, but, you know, like, maybe it's easier if Siffrin's not there. They can just go right up to the king and then get crushed, but, oh my god, that was rough. We kissed Isabeau. That went bad. Yikes. So funny about that is Sif got crushed and died in the first loop, but the rest of the party was fine. Yeah. I'm thinking more about the key in the notebook, but maybe, Odile found it, or Bonnie was rifling through things. There's also the key in the head housemaid's room. I know in one loop, Issa just runs into a tear and Mirabelle can't heal him. It's also entirely possible not all of them make it to the end. Yeah, that's true. More Change God intervention without Sif? Maybe. It's like there's so many questions. Someone got to the end. Maybe it was Odile. Maybe it was Isabeau. Maybe it was more than one of them. Maybe it was Mirabelle, because she can't get frozen. But, like... it's still rough. Ugh, we had to watch it happen. Anyway, that's gonna be it for me.